Well, don't forget that ADH TV is free to watch, and you don't need one of those ugly set-top boxes or wires that mess up your living room. Just download the ADH TV app on your smart TV, which you can download from the Apple or Google Play stores. And you can also download the same app on your smartphone, or if you want to keep it basic and old school, you can watch live and on demand on the old-fashioned web by going to www.adh.tv. But I highly recommend that you try the Smart TV app. Why? Because once you've installed it, it's simple to use, and two, because my next guest deserves the big screen treatment. Amanda Stoker, welcome once again to Battleground.
Thank you very much for that generous welcome.
Look, we've had 3 months of Labor government now, and I sense that Albanese is going to struggle to fulfil the expectations he set in almost every portfolio: energy, environment and employment, and they're just the ones beginning with E. Am I being too harsh?
No, I don't think that you are. There were enormous promises made at the last election. The first one that comes to mind is a promise to make energy $275 a family cheaper, and we have seen the abandonment of that promise. And the reality set in that when we transition to an environment without stable baseload energy, then that only pushes prices up. That kind of underperformance is being seen across all portfolio areas.
And the issue that I sense is critical to our prosperity right now, apart from inflation, of course, is the shortage of workers. Everywhere you go, it seems, you see job vacancy signs, there are workers run off their feet, there's queues forming in cafes and bars. Next week, Labor is going to have its promised job summit, but I don't sense that they really understand the gravity of this or have much in the way of answers. What do you think?
The job summit has always troubled me. It proceeds from the wrong footing, and that is to say that if we get everyone in the room and talk about how they want higher wages, then that will just happen. And you and I know that that's actually starting from the wrong end of the story. The way to get higher wages is to provide that there is demand in the market and competition for skilled employees. The problem we face at the moment is actually at the other end of the market. There aren't enough people to do all the jobs that are available, and that is actually crushing the businesses involved so that they can't be profitable. We can't really talk about higher wages until we resolve the problem of making businesses viable by getting the people they need to do the jobs. That's the real issue. And in the coverage we've seen in the last few days, Tony Burke and others have said, oh, well, we don't want to talk about migration and we're not really making this about skills. It's all about jobs and wages. You don't get jobs and wages unless you talk about where we get people from and how we get them skilled to be able to do the jobs that need to get done. Then you have profit and profitable businesses, and then they can pay people more.